Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is your weekly horoscope and this one is for Monday the 10th of April going through until Sunday the 16th of April. And remember that my horoscopes are based on London time and we're now in British summertime. Hooray. Okay, so Monday the 10th of April starts really well. The moon is in Libra and it conjuncts Jupiter in Libra, the lucky planet being in the sign of building bridges between you and other people. And it opposes the sun in Aries, which is much more about working with the self. So you enter the week feeling powerful, you enter the week feeling positive. There's a real sense of positivity to the start of the week, like you can get things done, you can be constructive, and you work well with others. So if there is an opportunity for you to join forces with other people, take that opportunity because it'll serve you very well. Now, Tuesday the 11th of April, we have the full moon in Libra. That happens in the morning, and I will make a separate video on the full moon just to go into a lot more depth about everything that's going on here. But also, the Libra moon opposes the sun in Aries, and the moon then later on in the day moves into Scorpio in the evening, late in the evening. So Tuesday, the 11th of April, is really positive energy for building and nurturing harmonious relationships. So the beginning of the week here is really all about you in connection to other people, in connection with other people, really building something great and positive and being able to enjoy other people's company. So the beginning of this week should be spent with others in a way, socializing, maybe planning something. It's really good for bringing people together at the moment. On Wednesday, the 12th of April, we have the moon now in Scorpio, and it opposes Mercury and Taurus. Mercury is the communication planet, and it's about exchanging ideas. In Taurus, it's heavier than it likes to be, because Taurus is an earth sign, it's very grounded. And this then trines Neptune in Pisces. So Wednesday, the 12th, is going to be an emotional day. I would suggest that you don't try and make long-term decisions based on your feelings. Instead, try and connect with the higher self so that you can see the bigger picture of this situation and that you don't make quick, rash, feeling-based decisions, because you know, feelings are fleeting and they come and they go. Making decisions based on things that are that temporary usually doesn't serve you. It's usually not a good idea to do. So the higher self is consistent. That does see the bigger picture. It wants you to succeed long term. So on this day, Wednesday, it's important to connect with your true and higher self so that you're getting the right messages and then making the right decisions based on those messages. On Thursday, the 13th of April, we've got the moon forming lots of relationships with lots of other heavenly bodies. So we've got the Scorpio moon opposing Mars in Taurus. It sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. It quincunxes the sun in Aries and Uranus in Aries. And the sun in Aries also conjuncts Uranus in Aries. Okay, so this is a really powerful day of wanting to get things your way. So I want what I want, when I want it, how I want it. So of course there's huge potential for conflict, because if you're kind of going into a situation thinking like that and someone else has got the same headspace going on, then the two of you are obviously going to clash because you both want the same thing but in your own unique way. So Thursday is really a day of being somewhat bullheaded, being somewhat stubborn, focused on the self again, really things being heavy, and things feel kind of, you know, like the emotions at the moment, they're like icebergs. They kind of float in and out very slowly. Everything is really kind of heavy and, you know, in this time of year, there's a lot of Taurus floating around. So we've got a lot of security and stability and a dislike for change and having to do things differently. And that's where the conflict comes up. If someone forces you, or you perceive someone is forcing you to make changes and you really don't want to do that, that then irritates you, and then that's where the conflict can come from. On Friday the 14th of April, we've got the moon moving on into Sagittarius at 10:28 in the morning, which is immediately much lighter. Scorpio dives down and wants to get to the truth. Sagittarius is about exploring and moving forward. So that immediately lifts things. The Sagittarius moon then quincunxes Mercury in Taurus, so it even gives a bit of energy and levity to this heavy Mercury. So on this day though, there's the potential for you to get the wrong end of the stick, especially when acting quickly on a perceived opportunity that comes your way. Okay, so something could seem to be one thing and then really is something else. This is the final jab of Venus retrograde, which is all about perception and reality, something seeming ideal and beyond your wildest dreams, and then when you look at it in hindsight, it's like, what was I thinking? That's not suitable at all. Okay, so this is the last day of Venus being retrograde, so there still is the potential to see things incorrectly, to get the wrong end of the stick, which basically just means to get the wrong idea about something. Okay, so if there is an opportunity, try and hold back on that. Try and do more research, become more informed before you make a quick decision, especially if it affects you long term. Now, Saturday the 15th of April, hooray! Finally, Venus, the personal planet of love and beauty and creativity, it goes direct. It's been in retrograde since the 4th of March. It's now going direct again. Superb. Venus rules love, okay? So people have really struggled during this retrograde, the people I've spoken to anyway, with self-love. Even if they've worked on self-esteem and connecting with their inner child, there's been self-hatred going on. People have not felt particularly loving towards the things in their life that usually provide them with a lot of fulfillment and love and joy. Between people, there's been misunderstandings, there's been a loss of love, so to speak. So it's really good news that Venus goes direct now, because anything romantic, anything that has to do with love, anything that's governed by love, and you know, the universe, the substance, the material that the universe is made out of is love. So for Venus to go retrograde and for everything to become more stifled and difficult can really have significant long-term consequences, and it's not been the easiest and the funnest, okay? So from Saturday the 15th of April, things really improve when it comes to loving relationships, and that's with people and with things and activities and yourself and everything. Loving relationships become better and easier. Now finally, on Sunday the 16th of April, it's Easter, so we've got that usual wonderful Easter message of rebirth and resurrection. Even if you're not a Christian, it's a great... I always love Easter. I love the story of you know, the crucifixion and then being down for 3 days and then being resurrected and coming back and really freeing yourself of all the shackles and all of that thing. It's that rebirth, and that there's always hope for something better. That's the message I get from Easter anyway. So that's Sunday the 16th, Easter. The moon goes into Capricorn at 6 minutes past 11 in the evening. Venus is in Pisces. It sextiles Mars and Taurus. So this is a good day for you to be reflective, to ask yourself what parts of yourself you want to be, the parts of yourself that you want to transform and to be reborn, and what parts of yourself you're really happy about and that you want to keep and maintain. So it's kind of a day of reflection and asking yourself who it is you are, and really asking yourself the tough questions and seeing yourself for who you are and whether you're happy with your behavior or the way you are as an individual, or if you want to make changes. You know, if none of us are perfect. Part of the human condition is that we're all unhealed in some way. We all have something that's wrong with us, okay? Whether it doesn't matter whether you're the king of a country or just a random person, you know, doing any kind of job, we are all unhealed. That's part of why we're here, to progress spiritually. So this Easter is actually a very kind of reflective time where you can do some inner work and really see where you are now on your journey and where you want to get to on your journey. And you can ask yourself, okay, what parts of the self do I need to alter so that I can have more success in my life, or more love in my life, or more career kind of progress in my life? Whatever it is you want to transform and change for the better in your life, ask yourself on Sunday the 16th. You may get some guidance coming in via your higher self that then tells you how to make that a reality. and then you can actually go about transforming and making things better. So this is whatever religion you are, use this Easter Sunday as a kind of personal rebirth of things that you want to grow and nurture within yourself. So that's what I get for the week. If you would like a private reading with me, and what I can do is I can draw up your birth chart by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, and then I can put these transits around your birth chart and see how this affects you specifically. Then please get in touch with me via my website. The site is gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will be with you for the daily tarot readings, these weekly horoscopes, and also the monthly horoscopes for each sun sign of the zodiac. So check that out if you haven't watched it already. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you soon.